Okay, welcome back everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Doing something a little bit different here. We're going to be kind of talking about this Uni-T UTI 120S. Okay, this I had gotten from Temu a while back. You guys might have saw the short I had done on this. So thank you Temu for that. I do appreciate that. And I just wanted to talk to you about this because this has been coming in handy, but I haven't really had a good way to show you on camera as far as of lately how, you know, this could come in handy as far as on someone's workbench, whether you're into radios, whether you're into amps, power supplies, anything, you know, stuff like that. So this is a rechargeable unit. Okay, here's how it comes if you guys do decide to go ahead and grab this. You get a manual here, right? Full manual. And you also get a charging cable with which mine actually needs a charge. The charge does last quite a while. Okay, it holds a very good charge. But here is the USB cable for that. I'll be using that shortly. And then you have a micro SD card. All right, so you could put this stuff loaded onto a, upload it onto something, or you know, take your results if you, I don't know, wanted to really get serious with data collection or anything like that. But a couple of features here on the front. They're not really in English, so it's kind of hard to tell all that. Yeah, that's not in English there, but let me just power on the unit here, and I'm going to show you where this just came in handy for me, because here's kind of something I didn't think about. So let me turn this on. Okay. It loads up. All right, and as you can see, there's a battery, a graph up there, little battery bar. Okay, so I'm at about half here. Let me zoom in here. All right, so it goes by a color scale, so you can kind of change how you want the scale to go. That's kind of up to you, and also you could do Fahrenheit or Celsius, but I'm not going to talk too much just about, you know, the unit. I want to show you how it's actually going to get used. So this actually came in, this radio, for a no transmit, no power out. Okay, it's switching. All right, we have switching when we key up, but it's not putting out any power. So the thing is, when I normally do a mobile radio, I'll plug it into a regulated power supply and I could see what kind of amperage it's drawn. Well, with this, it only has the you know, the 110 volt cord. It doesn't have a DC option, so you're not going to get, I don't have a monitor for seeing if this thing's drawing current, if it's got a short. So what's really good is to use something like this to kind of track down that issue. If it is a short, which a lot of times it is going to be, but on these surface mount boards, okay, that could be very hard to find because of how small the parts are. If it's a you know, just a single cap or something like that, you know, you may have a hard time tracking it down. If it's a final, you know, which final is it? It could pinpoint that. If a coil's getting hot, something like that. All right, so in this case, now I'm going to turn the radio on. Now, as you can see here, right, we'll get a baseline. And I am losing battery power. So everything's pretty much cool. I had it on for a little bit, and then I thought, you know what, let me grab the thermal camera. So not too much heat going on. Now it does reflect, like the lighting is reflecting off some of the metal here. So like that is showing up hot, but it's just, I'm gonna put my finger there. See, it's just reflecting off the board. Okay. So we get a little bit of heat on the tops of here. All right. But besides that, that's really it. Okay, so the board is all cool. I'm just going around the board. You can see the caps. It's got pretty good definition to the image. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. And now at this point, I would be normally looking at my amperage right here, my amp draw, to see if that was going up. But on this one, we can't do that because it's AC. So, okay, boom. Wow, look at this. Right off the 160 some Fahrenheit, right off the rip. 170 some, right? 180. Okay, this is getting burning hot right here. Okay, so I'm gonna want to shut this down actually, because that is lighting up really hot. So that's going, let's try to get that was going up to 200 degrees, I believe. Calibrate. It's cooling back down now. I thought I saw about a 190. So what is that? Okay, so if we come in here, and the more the closer you get, you can kind of see. So it looks like we got two cans. We got a adjustable VR there, and it's right above there is going to be our hotspot. So here's the two. Well, it looked like two cans with the metal. These are a little bit different pots. So we saw those two. We saw that, and it was right above here. So it's this guy right here. Okay, let me put my finger on it. Oh yeah. Yep. She's hot. She's warm. So, either this transistor here is shorted or something's shorted in here in the final section, and it's causing the, this is basically a keying transistor. Okay, I've seen these go out before on X9s, Ranger X9s. I've replaced those. I actually have a video out about that. Now, this one does have a modification. This one does have... don't worry about what's over here. That's a little bit of secret mojo stuff going on for Mr. I don't want to give his information now. He's a good customer, friend of mine. So anyways, so let's see here. What do we got? Is it cooling down? Okay. So now that heat, well, the heat's kind of spread out a little bit now. So now it's a little bit harder to pinpoint it, right? So let's go back down in here, because that heat actually spread out a little bit. But you could see it's not so red now. Everything's kind of a little bit yellow, and it's in that mid-scale range. So the heat is actually getting spread out. So that's why you want to do this right when you turn it on, to see before stuff gets heat soaked. Because once something gets heat soaked, then that thermal image is going to spread. It's going to, a lot of more things, a lot more components are going to look hot or warm than just the one that was actually giving you your trouble. And another thing too is, like I said, you're going to get some false stuff because of the reflection on things. I'm noticing. I know people have had questions about power supplies in base units, if they were big enough supplies. You could actually use this to see possibly if you're overloading the power supply. Okay, I don't know if it was this model or another one. There were some people that thought maybe the power supply was a little bit too small for the unit, and I think they did end up upgrading them in this one. So you would have been able to tell, hey, is this thing overheating? And, that could kind of give you an idea of maybe you were overloading it, or something like that was going on. But yeah, it's coming in handy. Also, you could do stuff like, if you put an RFX, I know a lot of guys are, I've sold a lot of RFXs. I've had a lot of guys ask questions about RFXs and stuff, putting those kits on. And what you could do is, because a lot of times there's not fans put on those kits, you could check it with this, key up, check your RFX. Hey, is it going to need a fan? I'll check it with this. How hot's it getting? No, it's not getting too hot. I won't put a fan on it. Or, yeah, hey, this thing's really heating up. I'm gonna throw a fan on based on what I'm seeing. Or trying to think what else maybe this would come in handy for. But yeah, definitely for guys with amps. Okay, if you need, do you need a fan on your amp? Is your fan cooling your amp good enough? stuff like that. But definitely good for troubleshooting and seeing about hotspots. And also too, I'm going to be putting, I was thinking about doing a test with some crystal heaters possibly, and then letting them, you know, come up on here and seeing how that looks. But if we come back down in here again, all right, that's probably all that heat's pretty much probably gone now. Let's see. I think we were right around here, this area. So yeah, I mean, it's all cooled back down. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll shoot it up. I'll shoot it on one more time here. Okay, because it's already no transmit, so. I mean, right away, it just lights up that spot there. So we know that's our culprit, right? We don't have to see anything else hot lighting up like that. That is a hot spot for sure. Finals look good, okay, over there. But yeah, you see the cans, and you see right above the cans. See a little bit of a hot spot right there as well. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm gonna turn that back off now. Oh boy, yeah, that's over 200 there. Yeah, and she starts coming down, and you can see that starts spreading out now because the heat is getting dispersed out on the board. So there we go, guys. Just a little bit of something different. You know, I like I said before, I get sick of doing the same kind of stuff all the time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little demo on this thermal imager. I was kind of excited to finally get one. I've been wanting one for a while. I've had this for a while, and I just, for the heck of me, I couldn't find a really good way to show it on video. So I finally got around to doing that. So like I said, guys, I'm going to put a link in probably in the description or in the comments to grab yourselves one if you want one. If you're in, you know, totally up to you guys, obviously. And there will be a coupon code though as well. So that's it. I do appreciate it. Like I said, this one came from Temu, and they actually got it to me very quickly. And that's pretty much it for now, guys. I hope everybody has a nice weekend, and thanks for tuning in and checking this out. Radio Garage, we're off the key.